Hi everyone, and welcome back to another reading. And I want to look into what is your purpose, okay? For group number 1, we have this beautiful card with Release from the Sacred Destiny Oracle card deck. For group number 2, we have the card with Change. And for group number 3, we have the card with Courage. Okay, we're looking into what your purpose is. What is your purpose? So this could be not financial, well, yeah, maybe, but this could be about career or just literally and generally like what you're supposed to be doing. Maybe your passion, your hobby, your passion is your biggest purpose in life. You know, that's maybe not the thing you make money with, but really looking into what's the purpose? What is your purpose? And with that said, go to the description box down below for your timestamps for group number 1, 2, or 3, or more than one, whatever you resonate with. And I'm so happy you're here, and I can't wait to do this reading. So let's just get right into it. Okay, group number 1, you chose this beautiful card with Release. We have this like autumn fall theme going on in this card. The tree is like red-brown, the leaves are falling, we're releasing something. So you could also have this sensation around you for people to let themselves fall, okay? Maybe you're a very comforting, cozy person, your personality, or maybe that's also something you're supposed to be doing more of. I'm gonna get Moonology card here for group number 1, please. What is their purpose? What is their purpose in life, please, group number 1? What's the purpose of group number 1? I heard you're able to release. I feel also you get aha moments and then you're quickly able to release certain things in life. To let go, you move on very easy. Not easy, but you're strong. You're strong when you move on because you really learn something. Conclusions are within reach, yes, and we have similar colors in here again in this moon. This is a full moon eclipse. Yeah, so as I said, similar colors in here, okay, and it's dark in this one. Conclusions are within reach. So I feel you definitely, your purpose is also to, you're probably learning a lot of lessons in this lifetime, okay, but very, very quick ones, like maybe shorter ones, but very lots of them. And your purpose is to go through those. And the biggest purpose though in those situations is more so the aha moments. You're learning a lot of aha moments in this lifetime. I want to get another one on the other side. Okay. I already saw this one for you. It's awesome. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon Leo. So yeah, Leo. And I felt this one too. A fiery climax approaches. I feel it's also always coming with a bang potentially. Maybe you're also this type of teacher, okay? You're maybe with what you learned, the lessons you learned, you maybe also want to give to others very quickly. Oh, look what's on the bottom. What do you need to release? So maybe it's also getting a little annoying in life, you know, and you're constantly having this feeling of release and newness. Something's constantly being new, and maybe that's why Leo is coming through here, because you feel it's trying to make it easier for you to feel attracted to new things easily. Okay, so you can let go of the old or something that's not serving you. Maybe you're really becoming a master in moving on and really figuring out what's for you and what's not for you, even if it's not in our power to decide that. So that's one big purpose in your life, to really understand and master this feeling of looking forward and moving on with life. This is upside down. Cool. Okay, what's group number 1's purpose? Woo. It's incredible. Okay, first off came the 10 of Cups. This is excess of emotion, okay? Hey, that fits too with the Leo card here with the pride. a happy marriage, happily ever after, emotional contentment, a loving relationship with your children, raising children wisely and successfully, people you can trust. I also feel maybe you've had a lot of releases in your life, a lot of obstacles, a lot of up and down relationships, for example, emotional up and downs. But this is all for a purpose. It's asking. That's what I mean with you were supposed to master this up and down, so you're not really emotionally attached to it so much anymore, that eventually you can enjoy the real thing. And you maybe, if you moved through situations that weren't the right ones for you, but you wanted them to be the right ones, but then life was like, no, and it gave you this emotional roller coaster because it was leading you to this. Eventually, okay? Essentially, eventually, let me move this. And then we had the King of Cups. Beautiful. Trustworthy, honorable, devoted, cautious, someone you can completely trust, a situation that is safe, a solid romantic relationship, hidden but well-intentioned emotions, a charitable benefactor, seeing a counselor. So really, trust is coming here again. People you can trust, and where does it say? Oh yeah, someone you can completely trust. So all the purpose, let's just say the purpose of all your emotional up and downs in life and having to release so many things, maybe even losing a lot of people, like a lot of emotional turmoil potentially. The purpose of this is so you really, really see when the right thing is for you. So you really figure out who you can trust and what you can trust. And you also, for you to become this trustworthy person for others. Okay? So you can also be there for others, that you can be a role model for others that go through the same thing. And we have the Sun card. I mean, incredible. A time of great joy and success. Brilliant epiphanies that lead to magical opportunities. Plans that work out perfectly. Gratitude to the divine. Yes, and essentially, so we don't take, what's the word? So you will also have gratitude that the universe was supporting you, or spirit guides, faith, Jesus Christ, whatever you believe in, to not take the whole credit for what you encountered in your life. Okay, so you're not going to be super, let's say, cocky about all your experiences and all your hard things you had to go through. So it's really asking you to find the balance in the mastery in your emotions, to keep going and having strong faith also in the divine. Okay, it says right here, gratitude to the divine for your magical opportunities. It's almost like you're going through a cycle in your life. For, let's say, the first half of your life is really stressful. It's really emotionally up and down. And then you become more rewards. Then you will receive rewards after that because you mastered what you came here to do. Your purpose was really to move through these up and downs, through this roller coaster, to come out in the end to really be celebrated. Also by the divine. They will give you all the things that you need and want, but you had to go through the lessons first. And on the bottom we have the Four of Swords. Insights that come from meditation. The need to rest or take a vacation. Allow yourself more time before making a decision. Mental exhaustion and get more sleep. So the other purpose is really to recharge yourself. Okay, to not... If we get stuck, like I can actually relate to this group number one. If we get stuck to what we're used to, our emotional roller coasters can become a habit of us, right? Our personality trait. So it's also very important for you to recenter and get enough rest, and to also trust and believe and accept that this is not an ongoing thing forever, and that the things come in for you. Okay, let the universe or your spirit guides, the angels, whatever, God, really give you your rewards that you deserve. Because now you're going to be at a point where things are going to come to you easier than ever before. It's like, now, okay, why is this suddenly happening so easily? But this is basically almost like a reward. After you shed all of these old belief systems that you maybe brought forth from generations, from like your past lives that you lived, and also your lineage that you were in, from your parents, your grandparents, all the belief system that you carry in your genes. It's almost a bit of a changeover. Like if you have children, for example, in your life, you could give them a whole new fresh outlook on life, a whole new belief system and how to exist in this life. They will have their own challenges. Obviously, they have to go through their own stuff, but you can help them better, have an easier life, more understanding, and less emotional roller coaster. That's what I mean with role model. So your purpose could also be that whatever you've learned, you can also help use this to help other people. We also have the Three of Wands on the bottom. It's very fitting. Planning for the long term, abundance from past choices, pride in the success of your labors, be patient as you decide what's next. What's next is being handed to you with the Three of Wands as well. It's generally something that will come to you. You're seeing finally things are coming towards you. Whatever you plan for, it's like manifested, right? So you may have already known this before, but it was almost like there was a blockage. It's like, why do I have so many emotional roller coasters when I do understand how life works, for example, and how manifestation works? But it's all coming in now with the Three of Wands here, which is beautiful. You definitely completed a cycle, I feel. Conclusions are within reach. Yes, if this is not happening yet, this is definitely very, very near future. There's a lot of wishes that will come to fruition. With the Ten of Cups here is the excess of happiness and enjoyment and fun. And it's going to be safe for you. You're going to be healing. You were going to finally releasing the last bit of that past, whatever karmic cycle maybe you had to go through. So that's definitely your biggest purpose in life, that you actually, it's not so much a specific career, it's more so that you learned all the lessons that you needed to learn, that you came here for to learn, group number one. That you really like accomplished all your cycles, all your lessons, that you went through all the steps that you meant to go through coming here on this planet. And now your rewards are coming in. And please stay connected to the divine as well, okay? So don't let pride get in your way. So now it's also very important for you to stay grounded and humble, and also believe and trust that you're taken care of now, okay? So with that said, there might be one last thing here we have to release, because you also have hold your vision underneath. Okay, release, release, safe, trust, everything's coming. But there might be one last thing here for you to release, group number one. And that might be the whole of the past. The whole of now that it's so normal for you to go through this emotional roller coaster, you might be expecting another one. And this is the last part for you to release is, no, this was just the first part of your life that you signed up for, basically. And now you're ready to actually really live and enjoy life. And let the things come to you. They will come easier no matter what now, but also for you to accept that and release this old pattern, basically. So with that said, group number one, thanks so much for tuning in. I hope that helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Group number two, you chose this beautiful card with change, and we shall see what your purpose is. I also heard change maker, okay? So you are a change maker, or you also... you help, maybe you're a mover. I actually saw somebody helping people move, literally. But you could also be like working for like an immigration office or something like this, or a law firm, where you just help people move to the next step, okay? Where you help people move through change, basically. You're giving them enough support, so you could be also a caregiver, support worker. So there's something like this. Like a lawyer, like I said too. Like people, you give advice to people, I feel. Okay, so this is more work-oriented right now that came through, but there might also be a deeper message in here as well. So, but these are the first messages that I see here. You lift people up, so you could definitely also help people change, like physically, like maybe with personal training, nutrition. Yeah, location-wise too. You could be a travel agent, for example. Somewhere where you just help other people find change. And this is also maybe something where you can be an example, and maybe you helped yourself in change. Okay, you're very, very good with change. So you can help people move through change easier as well. Location change, even real estate. Okay, I see it in here. Moonology cards, please. For group number two, what's group number two's purpose? We have you and your loved ones are safe. Yeah, you could also be like a doctor, for example, you know, like a position where you make other people feel good with no matter what is going on. So you could also be like this person in your family that everyone comes to because they need comfort, okay? You're very comforting. Cancer especially, they're very caregiving people as well. They're very, caregiving. They have an open ear to listen. Here we have balanced spirituality and practicality. Absolutely. So I think you could also be like an emergency responder. Like I feel you can separate things, okay, wherever they're needed and they're important. This really reminds me of Cancer right now as well. Cancers can be very emotional, but I also feel that when they're in an emergency situation, they're very practical and are very clear-headed. Okay, so whenever you or someone is dealing with change, so if you don't know that yet about you, you could be especially doing well in a career where you have to be in some sort of emergency situation even, because you can be very cool and clear-headed and you are very balanced when it comes to, is it time for practicality or is it time for spirituality, for example, you know, or emotions. So you can separate those two very well. So a very strong person emotionally too. So your purpose career-wise could be really with helping other people that have a tough time with change. Regardless what it is, but I also really heard like a doctor, for example, is somewhere where you can also shine, okay, with Cancer as well, like where you can get the necessary recognition from other people. They come to you and just thank you and be so happy to have you. Like you're very confident, a position where you can be very proud of yourself, where others are proud of you. Okay, it's a lot of stuff coming through here. Communication is key here. New Moon in Gemini. So you definitely are, I feel like group number 2, you're very much an all-rounded person, like a well-rounded person. You're very good at a lot of things, but especially helping people where they're weak, okay? Helping people through their own weaknesses, carrying them through tough times. You know, maybe this person, your brothers and sisters and your mom and dad come to you if they need advice or an ear, or, you know, and they know that you're trustworthy and you always have a solution. You're a very good solution finder, group number 2. You are in charge, like you take charge as well. You're very strong. You would probably also sacrifice yourself for others. So that's why, I mean, I could see yourself being like also a firefighter, emergency responder in some way, maybe even a cop, you know, a policeman, law enforcement, anything like that. Here we have what's fell out for you. Oh my goodness, we have the 6 of Wands with victory. We have the, what is this? Oh, that's the Ace of Swords. I'm sorry. I was looking at this person. I didn't see the sword for some reason. Maybe you also had to grow up really fast, okay? If I just look at this, he's a boy. He's a child with this big sword here in the stone. You're the one person who has all the strength to pull out the sword, right? It's like, what was that? King Arthur or something. Brilliant ideas that may need refinement, overcoming obstacles and faith that everything will work out, communicate clearly and concisely, remain objective. You have communication is key, okay? So maybe that's the one thing that is maybe necessary here, that communication, that's maybe the one thing. You're there emotionally and you're super strong physically, potentially as well. You're strong emotionally and physically. So you do things, you're action-oriented, group number 2. Your purpose is to be very action-oriented, not so much in the communication field. Maybe you're the listener, but you don't have to respond in words. You're more like the doer, like a practical person. But with the Ace of Swords here, brilliant ideas. You definitely are a solution finder though too. And then we also have the Page of Cups. Sorry. Sensitive, open-hearted, inexperienced, moody. which would be a Cancer as well. Messages regarding relationships, new emotional experiences, romantic encounters, social invitations or events, heightened psychic abilities. Yes, you're very, very much in tune with your spirituality, but you're also very practical. So I feel you may be having a challenge when it comes to not emergency situations, when there's no change, when there's nothing going on. That might actually be tricky situations for you. So for you, it's a very, very specific purpose in life that it would be very beneficial for you to go after, because a lot of people can benefit from you, from your strength, from your absolute strength that you have, the practicality, the balance, the solution finding, the strength, the emotional strength, the responder. You know, you know exactly what to do in emergency situations. And then here with the Six of Wands, victory, wise choices that bring public recognition and success, promotions, awards, and scholarships. Yep, exactly what we already talked about. If you stay in your purpose, group number 2, I think that would be very important for you to really work also in a profession that underlines your strengths. And we already talked about your amazing strengths. Like, you're incredible. A lot of people look up to you. But I think when it comes to almost simple things in life, they're difficult for you. You know what I mean? Since you're so good at extreme situations, maybe you're also doing extreme sports or something like this, you almost have a tough time when things are easy, or what other people consider easy. Okay, I don't want to say they're easy. So maybe you're a bit, maybe there's also a bit of like, maybe you're a bit, what is the word for this? Like, if you have anxiety around normal situations where there's nothing going on, you almost need a situation where you can express your strengths, your extreme sides, like, you know, where other people would be scared. You're not scared, but you might be scared in social settings, for example. So maybe you're having a bit of anxiety with socially with people, for example, but when it comes to emergency situations, you're just there, you know, like you're not afraid to jump into the fire to rescue people, or into the water, be a lifeguard, for example, like something that's what most people would be scared of, you're not scared of. And I think for you to be really happy in life and to enjoy this long-lasting victory also, and this feeling of recognition, is to really do also have a career where you can implement this strength of yours, where you just have a really big purpose, literally your purpose in life, to fulfill your purpose. And that is doing what you're really, really good at naturally, group number 2. That's really incredible. That's really cool. Still very interesting that we have a child here. I feel this infinite strength potential here. And this is not just mine to me when I read this. It's, you need the strength to pull, most people can't pull this sword out, right? It takes one specific person that gets that sword out of the rock without too much strength. It's this belief, it's this like, just knowing deep inside of you that you have something very, very special. Group number 2. You're a protector. Said you might work for the police force, but now I don't want to repeat myself. Like, it could be so many things, but you're very, very strong. You're balanced spiritually and practically. You have a knack for that. Since communication is key here, and there's something about communication in here, I'm not really sure you're doing a good job. For you would be like a counselor or something, but maybe that is also something you're really good at when it comes to a very extreme situation, okay? Maybe with dealing with people that have, they are recovering addicts or something. You know, I feel for group number 2, you're so strong, and maybe that's not visible on the outside, okay? Because we see here this child, and also this little child looking page here. Pages are pretty child anyways. They're in the beginning of something, learning something. Maybe your outside doesn't reflect your strengths on the inside, and maybe that has been holding you back. So the biggest advice that I can really give here for group number 2 is to live your purpose, what you feel on the inside. You're that special one, group number 2. You're that special one that's very much needed on this planet. Like, you have even if you're a smaller person, for example, or you're female, you know, you're female and you're like, oh, I can't be a firefighter, I'm a woman. No, I feel your outside does not necessarily reflect your strength that you have emotionally and spiritually, physically, okay? You might have a super strong bones, you know, and you can achieve more things than any other strong man could, for example, or you're a man you're young still, or you don't have the physical build, you know, to be something, whatever you want to be. But don't let this be something to hold you back, okay, from your victory. And I'm so happy that this victory card came out as well, because it's really confirming everything we already talked about that I felt right away. You make things lighter. You make things better. You are a helper. You're just there. You're the emergency person that everyone needs when shit hits the fan, for sure. Group number 2. So please don't feel like you can't do something because of what other people say, or they perceive you, or what you see in the mirror, or whatever. Go with your strengths. You're really, really good at something very specific. You're that special one, group number 2. So that is your purpose, okay? I think really, and I don't say that for everyone, because some people just they're creative and they're artsy, but their hobby, for example, will never really be their work, okay? I would never just say that, just to throw it out there. But I feel for group number 2, it would be very beneficial to make your strengths into your career. And with that said, I hope that resonated, and without, you know, rambling on again, because this is really something that's coming through so strongly, I really hope that helped you, group number 2. And with that said, I can't wait to see you next time. Bye-bye. Hi, beautiful group number 3. You chose this beautiful card with courage. For some strange reason right now, I saw a heart. I saw this as a heart, as a wild heart, like... I felt the courage more, and okay, the first message is coming through with the heart and the courage. I really see somebody jump into it, like jump into the cold, okay? Have courage to jump into what your heart really desires. You have to, your purpose is to, the first message, okay, it's just one message, could be so many more, is to also make the first step. Also, if you're a male or female, doesn't matter, but if you, for example, really like a person, to just go towards them, to have courage, okay? Since your purpose is to really learn how to also stand up for what's yours, okay? What you believe in, like also your boundaries. So you really figure out what is in your heart, and to have courage of expressing it. To also be wild, okay? Wild, like this water. To not be afraid to step over people's boundaries. Like, there's a lot about figuring out who you are coming through in here right now. And let's get a few Moonology cards. You don't have to be perfect. You know, I see like a little girl in a dress, and you just look perfect on the outside, and you're just a sweet girl. You might not be you might be male too, but what I'm saying is, I feel you don't have to be perfect all the time. Your purpose in life is not to be perfect all the time, or that others say, oh, you're so nice, you know, that others have this perfect image of you, or you have that perfect image of you. Let's see what else is coming through. There might be a completely different side inside of you, buried, you know. Group number 3, what's your purpose? Purpose for group number 3. I'm not surprised that, oh, there we go. Just wanted to say, I'm not surprised it takes so long for a card to come out, because there's perfection here. What do we have? A personal issue reaches resolution. Yeah. Basically just what I said. And we have a new start is coming. I really feel the purpose for group number 3 is to really be authentically who you are. And that might come with a bang, okay? There might be a bit of like, maybe you've been raised in like a strict household. Like I for some reason I see someone Asian here as well. Like, please don't take this personally or anything right now. But I see somebody who maybe you get brought up in a very strict household, and you had to be a very specific way. Okay, so I feel this breaking out. Like, your purpose in life is personal. It's very personal. There's this like there's this water is like clashing. There's this like something is burning inside of you, like something needs to come out. Okay, like a bottle that's just going to like freaking explode. You've been shaken too many times. That's what it feels like. Or you were restricted, like there was some sort of restriction. You had to be a specific way, and now you're just like, I can't take it anymore. It doesn't feel right. Okay. So your purpose is courage in the end. Courage, really the courage to be who you truly are. And this is tough sometimes, right? How do we really know what we and who we truly are? But you have here personal issue reaches resolution with full moon in Cancer. So there's emotions coming up to the surface. And then here we have a beautiful new start. Yeah. So I feel plainly, practically, you're supposed to experience this in life. Okay, this is a purpose of yours. This is like coming on purpose. So you can experience pretty much almost like a new life in your life. This might very well also regarding a job. But I feel the biggest message that's coming through is a personal one. You know, how you grew up and who you truly are now, or who you want to be. Okay, for group number 3, please get more information here about the purpose. Their purpose. So number 3's purpose. Wow, was this 4 of Wands? Oh, yes. 4 of Wands. Oh, I'm so happy to see this. Yeah. Okay, this card wanted to come through. Oh, renewal. Look at that. Judgment, coming home, awakening to your purpose. Exactly what we're talking about. Let me get one more, please, for group number 3. And the 2 of Cups. Wow. So this is union with you. This could be a union with another person. There's so many. I really feel like with this courage that you're going to have here, this purpose in life is for you to completely, it's almost opposites, okay? You grew up in a way that is opposite of who you truly are, or you were restricted and you're actually a very open and free person. Like there's contradictions here, very much like black and white things going on for group number 3. And your purpose in life is to come to a point of a new start in your life. It's almost like you're living 2 lives in one. And this new life, this renewal, this awakening will bring so much beauty. It could bring also like your soulmate, your love, like the person you're meant to be with. And this could also be union with you and you, like just this really figuring out who you are. Let's see what it says underneath here with the 4 of Wands, one of my favorite cards in the tarot. So much to celebrate. Send gratitude to the divine and the angels for the peace and prosperity coming to you. Peace and contentment in your personal life. Oh my goodness, it almost makes me want to cry. Like this is beautiful. This is literally just shedding the skin that's not really yours, group number 3, and awakening to the true, authentic self. Here we have renewal. Reviewing the past with compassion and forgiveness. Time to head in a new direction, clarity on your life purpose. In your heart, you know what to do. Oh my goodness, it gives me chills. It's beautiful. And I really feel like it says, in your heart, you know what to do. And don't be afraid that with this bubbling up of things, don't be afraid to, if you have to hurt. I'm not saying hurt other people, but with your words, I mean, when you have this emotional outburst, for example, but there might be a point too where you maybe have to speak your truth, okay? And not everybody's going to like it. Let's say your parents or your family, they're not going to like it, but I think it's you. The purpose is for you to learn to really stand up for yourself. And I think after this one burst, you also see that it becomes easier and easier. And we don't have to like hurt other people to make a point, to stand up for ourselves, to have boundaries and stuff like this. So this is just a phase, like this is just like a breakthrough. It's like when you really want to get through a wall, you need the sledgehammer, or you need the hammer, you know, to get through this freaking wall. Like you have to really hammer that wall. But this is just this one time. And then you're through. And then that's it, the wall is gone. It gets easier after that, and then it also will be easier because it's just this realization for others. In the end, other people just keep living their own life too. So it's really, really important for you. It's your purpose in life to come to your own. Come into your own, group number 3. And we have it right here. This beautiful 2 of Cups. Falling in love or the resurgence of a romantic relationship. Forgiveness and the ending of challenges. Exchanging gifts. Don't give up on people you love. Here again, we have forgiveness is coming through here multiple times. So with the breakthrough and looking back to comes forgiveness. So we can actually still exist with those people that are important to us. Okay, that are our foundation potentially. Like not everything is always just bad, but it is very important and very much your purpose in life to come into your own, to have an awakening in your life. Okay, one very, very big awakening. It might be multiple ones, but I really feel this is coming from the heart. To really figure out who you are so you can also attract the right partner. You know, your sexuality, you and who you really are. Come into a feeling sense of your own body, your emotions, and your personality. Really your personality, like what is in your heart, like we have here. In your heart, you know what to do. You know what to do in your heart and you know who you are. And that's why your heart is like ready to like burst open like a champagne bottle, you know, when you like shake this champagne bottle and the cork comes out and it just shoots out. This is you. This is you really presenting yourself. Maybe you're so much more colorful than you got made out to be, you know. You were suppressed. Like there was a lot of suppression. And now it's time for expression, okay? I read this in the Philosophy of Stoic book too. Like suppression is death and expression is life. This is so incredibly fitting for your reading group number 3. It's really amazing. Yeah, I think that's, yeah. Whew, it gave me chills. Yeah, on the bottom we had the Hermit here, which is kind of fitting as well, because obviously we have to do some self-reflection, right, and meditation and going within and stuff to really figure out what this is. But I think this was always like boiling inside of you. And I think it was also, I feel this pressure from the outside on you, that you were just not allowed to be yourself. And then maybe it became normal. But there's this boom awakening here, this boom, like it literally, like this. And then there's this peace, you know. And then with the Hermit as well, we have time spent in peaceful meditation and meaningful solitude. Shine your light as an example to others. Seek out or become a spiritual mentor in self-discovery. Again, Virgo in here, you will become very grounded in you. And you will potentially, with this, help others as well. Okay, you could be like a guiding light, a mentor, a spiritual teacher for others that are going through the same. So this could also be about gender, like sexuality, or, you know, like this could be so many things. Or coming out of a specific belief system, out of religion, or something that just was not you. But there's a lot of peace coming after this breakthrough, in this awakening. There's a lot of peace coming in. And with the Hermit too, like you can develop on that. You will find a partner that matches you. Maybe you already found that partner that matches you. It's almost like I feel your partner had to go through the same, or will have to go through the same thing. There is something that you will attract the right things after that. When you're 100% true with your self-authenticity, right? Then you will also attract the right people. And then with the forgiveness that we already seen here a few times, we can also reconnect. Okay, if it's important to you to reconnect. And when I said that, I saw 1212 on the screen here. Maybe that means something to you. With reconnection, reconnect. But first reconnect to your own true self. And that's your biggest purpose in life. Oops. I want to shuffle another card here in case there's something else here for group number 3. I feel like there's something else. What if they've already done that, you know? Is there anything else for group number 3 that they need to know? What their purpose? The Star. Have faith, the future is bright. Dreams come true, positive changes that bring an end to challenging times. The light at the end of the tunnel. That gives me chills. Also, if this could be family issues, this could be marital issues, okay? So this might all stem from this, how we get brought up, for example. But here we have it too, a personal issue reaches resolution. Here we have the Star with Aquarius too. Have faith, the future is bright. Dreams come true, positive changes that bring an end to challenging times. The light at the end of the tunnel. Oh my goodness, group number 3. This was the missing piece here for you. And I hope you will have the answers for you as well, what that means specifically in your situation. I'm literally just reading what the pictures that I'm getting, the images and the whatever I'm hearing I'm supposed to say. There could be so much more to it. Obviously, we have the 4 of Wands here too with the marriage card. I see this as a celebration of marriage card. Foundation card, right? But it's absolutely beautiful. So don't be afraid, okay? If either you have gone through this already or not, but it looks like for most people it hasn't. And even if you have gone through it and it still feels chaotic, the new start is coming. And here, have faith, the future is bright. Dreams come true. And if this is a person that you're wanting, it'll come. It'll match you. But this is and was your biggest purpose in life, to really experience the 2 lives in one life. The very contradicting lifestyles or personality traits, or even maybe you're even changing your physical appearance, okay, your outside, to match more who you truly are on the inside. So with that said, group number 3, I hope that helped, and I wish you all the best. This is really beautiful, and I'm happy for you, even if it's not like the easiest thing to go through, and you need a lot of courage, and I'm sending you a lot of love and extra courage and prayers and a lot of happiness. And with that said, I'm happy to see you next time. Bye-bye.